How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land. Welcome to Biomutant.
What's up, y'all? We back. Forgot to turn my light on. Shit. We back. Why is my controller not working? Shut that music off. Yafik. Isn't it working, damn it? There it goes.
Mercadorpa's outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold. Worth going outside. So, let's see. Smarten up. You learn faster now. That's more like it.
Dude, my eyes burning for some reason. Damn, son.
You look ready. Not your size, but it'll work. Should cover up your most important parts. What? That's a resource totem. A monument left behind by
resource
those
totem.
that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean.
Well, he said resource.
Metal scrap. That's the good stuff.
The resource. The way he said that cracks me.
There's a change in the air. Feels like daybreak.
Uh-oh, what's this? Ooh. Oh. Dude, I suck with this thing.
Chop it up. You might want to fall back.
Sketch. Just love the way the shit looks, though. They killed it.
Wow! If you want to spend this whole operation underground for a while, then you're on the spot with Bang Shelter 6D. The Scanaptrut outpost. The Jagni tribe first nested here long ago. Pick your direction destiny.
Direction destiny. Mark my territory. Oh, bust this bitch down. Ah.
Says they've been waiting for you to help them liberate the outpost. Just keep going while you can and don't stop until all outposts are under your control. Says scouts spotted a moth nest close to the outpost. If you destroy that, the moths should infest the place looking for a new home. That's the idea. If everything works out as planned, the moths should cause a buzzing tumult.
Let's get it.
Just get to it and destroy it.
Mopped them.
Get things done before the darkness falls again.
Dude, that hammer hand thing fucking smacks. I mop that thing.
You're injured.
Oh.
Your key energy is all used up. Whack! Don't give up now. Blistering.
Dude. Little intense.
Nice work. No more moth's nest. There go the moths toward the outpost. They're good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Taking over.
Makes you look smarter. He says you did a great job capturing the rivals. Believes you'll make them all. Light is the best, period. Says you must look at the Tree of Life to see how the world fares. Graceful. Made it better. Let's see. Just check that scronk out. Glad to see some wood scrap there. Hold on to that. Check out that silo. Might be empty, but maybe not all empty. Savor this one. Right in the face. Go down.
Sup, boy?
Erfidurf outpost. The Jagni tribe claimed this forever. Let's see. There's the tyrant who runs this outpost. He didn't expect his tribe to lose, as they're the ones that are ruthless. Needs a logical reason for him to surrender the outpost without a fight. He can recognize the strength of a good argument and agrees it's for the best. He'll surrender the outpost to you. The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
Hey.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost, and believes the rival is weak enough to engage them at their fort. They all hope you can lead them to peace. Are you scared yet? It's getting dark.
It's gonna be the first tribe I take over. Yee! Hell yeah, dude. We got some ops.
Who could stand against that? That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. They've been waiting for you. Taking control of this fort will bring peace between your tribes. You better be. A tribe's fort is a bigger challenge than an outpost. They've positioned a storm tower near the fort that you'll use. They've built the storm tower to protect and get you over the walls of the fortification while keeping an element of surprise. The world is getting colorful again. It's time to set the rival tribe free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to their Sifu. Clarifies that rigging the odds in your favor in preparation of the rival's fort is one thing, but collateral damage is another. That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. Oh no! Rain! It burns brighter than the light. One at a time. Key intensified. Brick. As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it. That's a pyro sizzler right there. Just get to work on it. Make it frizzle. Nice crackle. The battering bonker looks like a great way to get through the gate. Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up. That's bonkers.
Totloho. Faro. Karjesne stace. Ona vohni tlohoni. Yaput. Nezdacne okoni. Odliseni novai.
He didn't expect it would go down this way. It'll be hard to talk your way out of a fight.
Zivo.
There's no way he'll surrender to threats.
Zivo.
He recognizes the strength of a good argument and agrees it's for the best. He'll surrender the fort to you. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but suggests you be merciful. Do good, and good will follow you. Thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can see that they need it. And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Your Sifu is pleased. You're one step closer to uniting the tribes. It's a pity you needed to use force to get the point across. But he's still concerned about the fate of the world. You can't lose this war. If you get the ending wrong, the effort it took to get there was in vain. A proper ending, however, provides closure. He says you've grown so much stronger than when you first met. You know better than anyone that the fate of the world is still at stake. You need a world where everyone is guided only by their conscience. The fate of the world depends on the triumph of good. The tree of life still stands, and it's up to you to make sure it does so to the end. It's the Jagni staff. There are places up ahead far worse than this. That's a little too much for you yet. Flex up.
Be right back, guys.
Let's see.
Huh? Headache.
So many creatures doing so many things during the day. It's a tunnel that leads to another side of the same world. Gross. This place stinks. Could be danger around any corner down here. You made it to the quarrel spot. You've got to hate what the fighting's done to it. Reach for those skulls. You're absolutely drained. Lethal weapons. Those skulls aren't going to crack themselves. Half-life.
Damn.
No windows to look out at the sky from down here. You look great. You made it to the quarrel spot. You've got to hate what the fighting's done to it. Shot through. Ashes. You made it to the quarrel spot. You've got to hate what the fighting's done to it. You're on the ropes.
That was a little frustrating.
You made it to the quarrel spot. You've got to hate what the fighting's done to it. Well, what do you know?
There's nothing in here for that. I can't believe that.
It's the chug yard. This box once tailed a chugger. Now it's just off track. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Crack that skull! Bomber Bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. This won't be a field trip. It's the real thing. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this
This is
back.
dope.
Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. Let's see. Every little bit helps. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better than the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. He'd lie if he claimed it was all good. You changed after your Mooma and Popsy passed, and he understands why you had to leave. The old village being a constant reminder of what happened. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Yo, mama, thanks for the like.
Sometimes your gut is flat out wrong.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You are number one.
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Stick with me. We'll rule the world.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you like.
Yo, this character's name's Gizmo.
They all seem so centered and so seeking. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. There are more crates from before the apocalypse left out in the wild. Easy to find if you keep an eye out. You should be able to gather enough scrap to upgrade the Mekton from them. They're short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. This story needs a hero.
Oh no. Whoops. Don't jump in the oil.
Wonder what you can find down here.
Oh wow.
Ready to dive back in. Keep your eyes on the end. Tippy tapper. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device, so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the Jumbo Puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. He noticed the Jumbo Puff has a short attention span, so the script should distract it long enough for you to inflict some damage. The Grease Monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to fail, everything changed. Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter. Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says you stick to the haunting and shots present themselves later. Let's see. So little alive here. Put one robot foot in front of the other. Wait, it's the Scrip hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. That'll hurt. Sunburnt. Solitude. Dead already. That was fun. Whoa, smell that? Biohazard nearby. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death.
Buster. Stop. How do I get up? Oh my god, I hate shit like this.
Worrying to have tons of rock and soil above you.
Fuck am I supposed to get up there?
Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You need to line up the switches so they match.
Fuck, man.
You need to line up the switches so they match.
I got 2 moves left. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Got it. Good one. The dark is almost over. Double the grip for twice the damage. Don't waste too much energy. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. It's not his cleanest invention so far, but it gets the job done. Use it to suck up gooey oil puddles in the Mekton's way so you can pass. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the pup. He's sure you remember enough of what he taught you about upcycling to fit some skronky gear to the Mekton on your own. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says talking to you was interesting. The sun is high. Enough of that. Just what you were looking for. Imagine. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. On the home stretch. Someone will pay dearly for that. You might get a killer headache from this. Itchy trigger finger. Pump you up. Brains need more airtime than this. Let's see. Looks like wholesome. A tidy little cave. Playtime is over. Right out. Well, that was disappointing. We are lonesome animals that spend all our life trying to be less lonesome. At least you got something for your trouble. Youch! It's becoming terminal. Keep on tracking down here and things will look up eventually. Flying fists. Neutralized. Knock them out. You'll get another chance to shout someday. Knock 'em flat. full sight. Such a dark night.
There's that big bastard. That son of a bitch ugly.
That's a jumbo puff with an appetite. Ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. The jumbo puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance. Bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack, and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. That's too close to the end station. Better move up and away, or be swept out the bowel way. Better pumped out than flushed down. Don't let it happen again. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty Taurus is already offbeat. End it. Wow, what a super-sized wormwing. That must be as big as they come. The Taurus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do. Guessed it would go down with a throw-up. Can it really get any better than that?
That was dope. Very cool. Hell yeah, first puff that we killed.
He thanked. You should go see Out of Date and find out what you can about the machine he's named the Ark. You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem getting him to share the information with you. He trusts you know where to find Out of Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree, and that hasn't changed.
Alrighty guys, I think that ends it for the night. Thanks for everybody watching. Appreciate you stopping by, but I think I'm gonna end it. Y'all have a good night, and as always, peace and